Hi, in this video what I would like to share with you is about the amazing power what you have to control your state of mind. Because time and again I have personally experienced the kind of things what we can do once we learn how to be in the right state of mind. And if you ask, some of you ask me what do you mean by state of mind, it's actually the kind of emotional states or kind of emotions what we actually go through every day, right from the time you actually start. Because if I go ask you, check with you what kind of emotions you actually experience right from the morning, some of you say like, oh, as you actually wake up, some of you feel lazy, some of you feel like totally excited about life, ready to go do something about life, or some of you like feeling okay about life, right? Or feeling so confident, so cool, right? The kind of various experiences what you actually have through the entire day is exactly what I'm actually talking about. And time and again I've been blown away with the kind of say control a human have on their own emotions. Because your emotion is your action, because the kind of state you are in decides the kind of action what you'll be taking, that in turn decides the kind of results whatever you'll be getting. Say for example, you are in a lousy state of mind, what kind of actions you'll take? Believe me, you'll not do anything, right? Because good number of times you actually go ahead, check it, say whenever the days when you feel like totally lousy or totally lazy, what kind of actions you go ahead and take. And if you go ahead, check this fact, you just almost spend the day without doing anything worthwhile, right? That's exactly what it is. So emotions decides your quality of day, that in turn decides the quality of your month, and that in turn decides your years, and then that in turn decides your life, right? That's exactly what is the truth. So learning how to actually control your emotions is something very important. Because whenever I talk about emotions, whenever I talk about state, good number of times people used to ask me, Vidya, whenever you talk about emotions, right, is it not something you personally experience certain times lousy feeling, certain times feeling of letting down, certain times feeling disappointed, right, or certain times feeling low about self, all these sort of things? Whether you mean to say you never experienced this? Good number of times people have actually asked me, and by chance if I tell you no, I never experienced that, you know as well as I do, it's nothing else but not the truth, right? Because as a human, each and every one of us go through emotions which are actually positive, emotions which are actually negative. And one of the greatest thing what I've actually learned in life is this: even people who are like greatly successful, some of them like the president of a country who can actually influence governments, they do go through emotions which are low, emotions which are actually not useful. So if that is the case, what if they are actually different from rest of them, or people who are actually greatly successful, or people who are actually greatly say mastered the skill of handling their emotions well, what way they are actually successful, what way they are actually different from the rest? If you actually ask me this question, the truth is this: it is not that they don't go through emotions which are not useful. There are good number of times in my own life I felt so low. There are good number of times in my life I've actually felt the feeling of let down. No doubts on it. So if that is the case, what is the difference? So difference is all about this: how fast you can actually come out of emotions which are not useful. Because whenever we experience an emotion which is not useful, or are you going to go ahead, hold that emotion for a longer period of time, or are you going to go through the entire day of yours with the same set of emotion, or are you going to come out of it, do something which is actually useful? That's exactly what makes all the difference in life. So one of the greatest truth about your emotions is this: it's not that at some point of time you are totally going to avoid negative emotions. That's something humanly not possible. By chance you see somebody commenting and you see somebody claiming it, understand it's nothing else but not a truth, right? So every human, each and every one of us are going to go through emotions which are actually what you call it as empowering emotions, right? And a set of emotions which are not empowering. That's something always what we are going to go through. But your quality of life is totally depends on how fast you come out of emotions which are totally not useful. And believe me, for you to actually change your emotions, how much time it takes, like how I always say, it's actually this fast. It's actually like a heartbeat. Because what takes to shift an emotion, what what takes to change your emotion is nothing else but just a heartbeat. You just have to change the way you use your body, change the way you actually run your thoughts, and then your state changed. Say, for example, some of the very simple steps of changing your state is this. Say, whenever you feel low, automatically your shoulders must be down. So what you must start to just do is this. You have to ensure your shoulders are up. You actually breathe really well, right? Your facial expression really pushes you in a very specific state. So learn how to actually control your facial expression, which is something I know you can do it very well. If I ask you to smile, how much time it's going to take? Because a good number of times there are a lot of research studies done, even say patients who are actually experiencing deep depressions for years together, just by making them smile for no reason, good number of them have been got out of state of depression, which is something that's been achieved in the past. So never allow yourself to go into the states which are not useful, right? And whenever you understand, whenever you realize you are remaining in a state which is not useful, change your state this fast, which is something very much possible, which is something is going to improve the quality of your life a lot. So always remain in the right state, always remain in states which are actually very useful. And definitely in my blog I'm going to share a lot about the power of emotions, because from my understanding, once you learn how to actually control your emotions, you control your quality of life, you control the quality of the day. That's something going to actually create a wonderful difference in your life. So be in touch. Definitely I'll share more about emotions in my upcoming post. Have a great day.